atoms to atom number 9 is called fluorine. Fluorine. Both good. Each fluorine atom has 9 protons. Most fluorine atoms have 9 neutrons. Yes, the neutrons can change because they're neutral. The neutral neutrons are just there to hold the protons apart. So 9, 10, yeah, that's okay. 9 is for most of them. 10 is a little bit too much. All the neutrons do is add to the heaviness. So you've got some fluorine atoms with 9 neutrons, some with 10, some with 11. Very rare, the 11 ones, just because it gets too many neutrons. You can have isotopes of fluorine with 8 neutrons or 7 neutrons or 6 neutrons. 6 neutrons is very, very rare. Doesn't last very long. Not enough neutrons to hold the protons apart. So yes, the neutrons can vary. That's called isotopes of fluorine. All fluorines have 9 protons. If it's got more or less than 9, it's no longer fluorine. Same with all the other atoms. The neutrons can change. The protons tell you what atom it is. Fluorine atoms have 9 electrons. They do to start with. All of chemistry and electricity is about electrons moving around about, more or less. Fluorines want 1 more. Fluorine atoms have 9 electrons. 2 electrons in the first shell and 7 electrons in the second shell. Written 2, 7. Yes, so with the fluorine there's 2 electrons in the first cell or shell orbital and 6, 7 electrons out there. And all I could do with 1 more please is what fluorine says to all chemistry reactions. Fluorine is the most reactive non-metal element. Fluorine is gas. Yes, because fluorine goes around in 2, and 2 atoms isn't enough for gravity to hold you down, so you float off into the air. Shouting fluorine gas will make all the chemists in the room run for the door, or the window. Yes, because fluorine, very, very dangerous gas. But when it's reacted with something else, it's very stable. Because the thing that makes something poisonous and dangerous is it gets into your lungs and does reactions. After it's done reactions, it's low energy, stable, no problem. But you don't want fluorine doing reactions to the inside of your lungs. Fluorine reacted with a metal to make a fluoride salt is so safe it is put in most toothpastes. Some scientists, in most toothpaste. Semicolon. Some scientists believe it makes teeth stronger. Yes, the problem with that was these scientists were mostly employed by the toothpaste manufacturers and the people who wanted to get rid of loads of fluorine. Always find out who your scientist is working for. Atom number 10 is neon, because scientists are human. Neon. Each neon, they want to make money. And there's some nasty ones that will make money even though they're telling lies. So you always find out where they're getting money from, who they're employed by. If they're on telly doing an interview saying something really stupid, well, they're on telly. So people do say really stupid things on telly just to get themselves, famous. Each neon atom has 10 protons, but most scientists say the sensible stuff, and that's like 99% of scientists, because they've got regular jobs and they don't want everyone to think they're stupid. Each neon atom has 10 protons. Most neon atoms have 10 neutrons. Some have 11 neutrons. There you go, there's the isotopes, different numbers of neutrons. Neon atoms have 10 electrons. 2 electrons in the first shell and 8 electrons in the second shell. Written 2, 8. Yes, so neon, full inner shell, full of electrons, only 2, space for 2 in the inner shell, and space for 8 in the outer shell. That's why neon doesn't do any reactions, because it's already low energy, it's already happy. Full shells are low energy states. The first shell can only take 2, the second shell can only take 8. Non-metals react to get enough electrons to have full shells. Metals react to give away electrons to have full shells. The noble gases have full shells, so they do not react. Helium, neon, argon and are noble gases. Atoms with 11 protons are sodium. So most double E, I think. Sodium. Most sodium atoms have 11 electrons. 12 for some isotopes. Isotopes. Yes, isotopes going to have 11 neutrons, 12 neutrons, 13 neutrons, very rare 13. Or 10 neutrons, 9 neutrons, 8 neutrons, very rare 8 neutrons. Most of them 11 neutrons. Sodium atoms have electrons. Oh, if they've got 11 protons, they have 11 electrons to start with. Then chemistry reactions, they give away one to have a full outer shell. 2 electrons in the first shell, 8 electrons in the second shell, and 1 in the third. So this is the one that sodium gives away when it does reactions, because everybody wants full shell, full shell. Atoms with 12 protons are magnesiums. Magnesiums. Most magnesium atoms have 12 neutrons. Some have 13. Some isotopes have 13. Magnesium atoms have 12 electrons. 2 electrons in the first shell, 8 electrons in the second shell, and 2 in the third shell. Written 282. All magnesium atoms have 12 protons. 79% of magnesiums have 12 neutrons, 10% have 13 neutrons. Isotopes, 11% have 14 neutrons. The isotopes of magnesium are 79% magnesium 12, 10% magnesium 13, 11% magnesium 14. Atoms with 13 protons are aluminium. Aluminium. U. Most aluminium. So that really shouldn't be. There should be a small a, shouldn't it? Most aluminium isotopes have 14 neutrons, but some aluminium isotopes have 13 neutrons. Aluminium atoms have 13 electrons. 2 electrons. Americans spell it without the second I and call it aluminum. 2 electrons in the first shell, 8 electrons in the second shell, and 3 in the third shell. Al283. That's correct. Aeroplanes are made of aluminium because it has a mass of 27, much lighter than iron, atomic mass 56. An atom with 10 protons, 10 neutrons, and 10 electrons is neon. 2-8, called neon. Yes, with neon the electrons don't move because it's a noble gas. It's already got full shells, doesn't do any chemistry. Most atoms with 13 protons most atoms with 13 protons has isotopes with 14 neutrons or 13 neutrons, but always has 13 electrons. Al2 13 8 3 called aluminium. This metal is used for planes. Cool. Good. Wow. That was hot work. Good. Press my picture to get more of my videos. Press like, press subscribe. Bye!